when you thought that there might be a hint of good news, we've got the latest figures now on the UK's GDP, and it has fallen 0.2% between July and September. That's the latest economic data that's just come out of the Office for National Statistics.
Now, it is less than initially feared, but it does show a weakening economy. Let's talk to business commentator Justin Urquhart-Stewart. Morning to you, Justin. What do you make of this, then?
Well, actually, we were expecting something worse. So, actually, these actually aren't too bad. But also, look, 0.2. Last quarter, actually, the quarter before that, we grew at 0.1. It's naught. These when he was dealing with figures like this, frankly, the room for error means that actually you're going to be dealing with figures which are really not wildly reliable. They're not totally precise. What they're showing is the economy is flatlining for the moment. That shouldn't be a surprise. The economy will be heading into some form of recession. It's certainly looking at a softer recession at the moment. We're not technically in one yet, but that's not to be expected. However, let's take some good news here. And although our economy is different from that of America, in America we saw overnight actually their inflation figures considerably lower than they had expected. They thought they were going to be coming out at 8, 9, 10% potentially, came out at 7%. And now their fuel bills don't operate the same way that we do. They don't suffer with Russia the same way that Europe does. But nonetheless, what that meant was the idea that interest rate costs in America won't have to go up quite so much, saw the stock market rise up pretty dramatically, and that was actually very encouraging. Now, what that starts to show is that despite these bad figures we've got, and add some of the commodity price figures for next year, there's some light at the end of the tunnel here. So yes, there will be a recession. Yes, it's looking pretty. It's flat. It's not attractive, but it's certainly not as bad as some people have been forecasting.